Hello everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. Um, I'm still accounting for real, but welcome to my new title is the Cheryle Hubbard Show. Welcome to the Cheryle Hubbard Show. I am still the accounting for real. So first, I always have my my little snacks when I'm doing my little presentations on my show. Cottage cheese. You ought to try this. This is real good. Hood. Hood brand, a new brand that just came out maybe a couple years ago. Or I don't know if it may have came out last year, but all different flavors. And this is cottage cheese with peaches. So, mhm, mhm, so good. So, and then I have my yogurt smoothie, my yogurt smoothie, probiotics. So I always, put it in my little cup like this. Delicious. Mm, so good. And as I was saying in my other videos, one of my other videos, I wish they would put this, make about a gallon. It's so good. hmm And so, uh, yes, so delicious. Good. hmm Mm, mm. Good. And so let's get started. There's a few little topics I want to talk about today. First, um, just want to talk about business, running a business. So, running a business, starting a business, if you're interested in starting a business, running a business, they say most businesses only last, well, I mean, they don't say they only last, but they say most businesses sometimes fail within that 5 year period. But that doesn't have to be the case. That doesn't have to be the case. So, in other words, they say it's good to start out with a um, business plan. They say without a business plan, um, this is so good. I fell in love with this. So, this is a good business right here. We're a part of a business because it's part of business too. If you look at it, it's a product. In other words, a company called Hood, and they created this. It's so good. Just think about having a product that's so good that it's worldwide. The customers all over the world, global, international, and having something that's so good. So in other words, did they have a business plan when they started this product right here? So, um, did they have a business plan? 9 times out of 10, they did. So a business plan is a great way to start. So that may ensure that your business will be around for a while. So let me put this down. Um, and then this part of it. So all of this is part of a brand. So come to think of it, you know, I like these Lala yoga smoothie probiotics. So that's part of their brand. Their brand is Lala. That's the company. hmm So good. So if I can put that down for a minute, it's so good. But um, so in other words, running a business, starting a business, start out with your business plan. Uh, in other words, your business plan, your business name, your target market. Where are you going to market your where you gonna market your product? You gonna You're gonna market it, social media marketing, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. So the plan is to advertise, market, and promote, but you have to still know where is your target market. So do you have all your customers on social media? Are they on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or are they you know are you just attracting customers through door to door, billboard marketing, or word of mouth marketing? There's so many different ways and channels that you can market your product. So as I said, these right here, this is part of a brand. In other words, a company called Lala. So in other words, just a couple of examples. In other words, those products. So imagine that, you know, 9 times out of 10 they're making millions or billions off of these products because they're in the grocery stores, and then they may have their own little storefront. So they're in the grocery store, they're in Safeway, they're in probably in Target. I haven't seen them in Target, so I haven't seen none of those products in Target, but I have seen them in the Giant and the Safeway. So imagine these products right here, food products. But imagine these in Safeways, all the Safeways and all the Giants worldwide, international, and global, and these too. So 9 times out of 10, if they had a marketing plan, a business plan, and a marketing plan in the beginning, um, that would help. That would help their business grow. That would help with their branding, so people know about the brand. The brand is a brand that we trust. I trust them. I've been purchasing those products for a long time, and every time I buy them, they're just as good as when I when I bought them and tasted them the first time. Not only that, all the products that you see in Safeway, Giant, Save-A-Lot, Costco, all those all those products with different brand names. So once you try them and you find out, hey, these taste pretty good, and then they are in different, they worldwide, they global, they international. So if they're global, they're international, and uh, they are products you can trust. Just as I was talking about the computers. In other words, you have a company. Say for instance, I'm running a company. I'm running a computer company. Not only me, but you have HP, Hewlett Packard. You have Hewlett Packard, and you have what's those computers? We have a Hewlett Packard, and we have Dell. We have Hewlett Packard. We have Dell. We have Microsoft. So if you have purchased products from those brand companies, those brand names, with those brand, those type of uh, brands that have been around for, I don't know, I guess HP, Hewlett Packard, Dell, Microsoft, they've been around for what? Over probably what, 30 years? Maybe longer than that. So those are the brands that you can trust. And so, as I said, okay, let's get back to the business. You're running a business. You want that marketing plan, that business plan. Your business plan, your marketing plan might consist of, your product. What product are you going to, are you going to have a product or service? That probably would be included in your marketing plan or your business plan. The type of product you're going to market, what type of service you want to market, where you want to market that product or that service, where, what customers you want to target. All those things may be included in your marketing plan or your business plan. And then you also you have to know where. Are you going to have a storefront, or are you just going to be online? You're just going to have an online presence. And are you going to, are you going to have employees? How many employees are you going to have? What type of money do you want to put in? What type of money you're going to put in your business? You start your business, or do you have to get a loan from the bank, or you going to try to get a loan from the bank or the credit union, or do you have money to invest in your business? As as I've been talking about on my previous videos, in accounting, since I call myself accounting for real, but this is the Cheryle Hubbard Show, and I'm still the accounting for real. I still call myself the accounting for real, but accounting for real on the Cheryle Hubbard Show. So I'll be talking about different things on my show. It'll be more than accounting, it's business, accounting. I have cooking segments, how-to segments. Like I showed how to publish a book on one of my videos. So I'll be doing plenty of how-to videos. So let me get back to the business. So in other words, your business, you're trying to start a business. Like I said, your business plan, your marketing plan. What else goes into your business plan, your marketing plan? How many employees do you want to hire? Where you want to target your customers? How much money you want to put into the business? In other words, I want to invest. Say, for instance, if I had money saved, 50,000, 100,000, I want to invest in my business. Everything. Do your research. Find out what goes into a business plan and your marketing plan. Do your research on that. They say a lot of businesses fail within the first 5 years because they didn't put their plan forward. They didn't put their marketing plan forward, their business plan forward. So that's very important. So once you put your business plan forward, your marketing plan, and you say, what? I have this plan. This is my first 5-year plan. Everything you want to do for that 5 years, within that 5-year span. So then those things are important. Like I said, your business plan, your marketing plan. You still have to have employees. How many employees you want to have? Customers. Where you going to target your customers at? That's going to be, are you going to target your customers on social media or just, word of mouth? Sometimes you can tell a friend, and another friend can tell a friend, and business goes on like that too. There's so many ways that you can expand your business. So many ways that you can expand your business. You have family, you have friends, and basically just, getting out and getting out into the world and, going to events. Sometimes you can have, once you have your business and everything all set up and you have your plan and how you have your target market, your name of your company, you pay for your business licenses and occupancy permit and everything you need. You check with the business office. In other words, I think it's Washington D.C. right here is Consumer Regulatory Affairs. So you check with them down at that's downtown. So you check with them, Consumer Regulatory Affairs, and they can help you, get your business license and all that. So once you get your business license, you might need more than one license, 9 times out of 10. And I have some books that I did study when I was down Strayer University. This is a book right here called Organization Theory. So in other words, you running a business. It's an organization. It's an organization. It's a group of people, and they're all working together to achieve one particular goal. That's what an organization is. So we have organization theory, and then I have so when you're running a business, also you can talk about this book right here, Contemporary Business. And then I have another book, Managing and Organizing People. So this is a book that I had when I was at Capella University. So in other words, managing and organizing people. So when you're running a business, managers, you may need a manager. 9 times out of 10, you're running a business, you may need a manager. Managers get things done through people. So managers get things done through people. So managing and organizing people. People have to be organized. You have somebody working on the cash register, somebody doing the accounting books, somebody doing the bookkeeping, somebody may, if you're doing food service, somebody cooking. You might have to hire 4 or 5 cooks. You might have to hire a chef. You might be the owner, but you might not be the one doing the doing the cooking and you might not be the one in there on a day-to-day basis. So you might need somebody to sweep the floors, sweep the floor, somebody wipe the tables off, what you call a waitress or hostess. So you might need waitresses, hostesses, you might need bookkeepers, accountants, you might need, whatever type of business you're running, you'll know what type of workers you need, employees you need. So then, customers coming in, you want to hire uh, ethical, morally sound employees that show respect for the customers, because the customers come first. Customers come first, employees come first. So you want to give customers respect so they can come back. So this is a book right here, Managing and Organizing People. So I'm just going to read a little bit out of some of these books. This one right here says Information and Organizational Decision Making. So it says this is about a company right here. It said Midwest City University is a large, approximately 32,000 students, state-supported urban university serving the southern part of the Midwestern industrial and agricultural state. MCU has several outstanding programs, including medicine, music, and performing arts, engineering, and architecture. However, MCU has rarely rated anywhere near outstanding in intercollegiate football. Among the university sports teams, football was always in the shadows of MCU's successful basketball program. It says information and organizational decision making. So, in other words, you gathering information within your organization, within your corporation, and your business. So you have information, and you have the organizational decision making. You have to make decisions. So in other words, they're saying that they have all these students, but they don't have a great. I think they're saying something about their sports teams are not too well put together. So they have to make decisions on that. See, it says, however, MCU has rarely rated anywhere near outstanding in the intercollegiate football. Among the university sports team, football was always in the shadows of MCU's successful basketball program. So in other words, their football program was not as popular as their basketball program. So they have to gather the proper information or so they can make their decisions. Information and organizational decision making. And it says the stadium was essentially useless in its current state of disrepair, and the county had threatened to condemn it. If the university wanted to continue playing football, it either had to move games 5 miles away to a downtown stadium used by the local NFL team or rebuild the campus stadium. So that's what they're saying. They're saying that the football, in other words, if you don't plan, that's the same thing I was talking about when it comes to planning. So in other words, they didn't plan, they didn't put their best foot forward. So in other words, basketball, I guess the basketball, I would say program, the basketball program, they felt was not as successful as the football. So that's what they're saying. So, and then here's some more good information. It says the value of information. Information is valuable to the organization only if it is useful in decision making and operations. The more useful the information, the more valuable it is. General Motors is certainly more interested in consumer auto preferences than it is in consumer satisfaction with toothpaste. Right. There are 7 primary characteristics of information that make it valuable to the organization: relevance, quality, richness, quantity, timelines, accessibility, and symbolism. Let's look at each of these. The 7 primary characteristics of information that make it valuable. So you have a business, and so what it's saying here in the book, you running a business, you need that information. That information is only good if it's relevant. So the quality, the richness, the relevancy, quantity, timeline, timeliness, accessibility, and symbolism. So in other words, if you're running a cupcake business, say for instance you're running a cupcake business, it wouldn't do you no good to have information on um, automobile insurance. You running a cupcake business, you want information on how to make your product. How to make your products of the standard to where the customers will want to come and keep on coming back. So in other words, in your cupcake business, you might want you want to make all different flavors. You want, say for instance, you run a cupcake business, you want 100 different flavors. That sounds like a good idea. I wouldn't mind doing something like that myself. You run a cupcake business, you say, sure, I sell 100 different flavors of cupcakes. And then it wouldn't do you no good to have to do research and bring in information in your organization, talking about you know different places where your customers can buy an automobile, or where they can get automobile insurance, or where they can get this good BMW, or this 2021 or 2020 Chevrolet Corvette or something like that, or so you want information that's relevant to what type of business you are running. So that's what they're saying, that the value of information. Information is powerful, as I said before. Knowledge is powerful. Relevant, quality, the richness, quantity. So you don't want a whole lot of information that's not going to serve the purpose of the business that you're running. I'm running a cupcake business. Say for instance, Cheryl's Cupcake, Cheryl's 100 flavor cupcake LLC, Cupcakes LLC. Cheryl's 100 flavor cupcakes LLC, limited liability company. So that way I won't stand a chance of, if I am sued, they won't be able to tap into my personal assets, my credit union accounts, my bank accounts, things like that. So, and see, the quality of information refers to its accuracy. Does the information accurately represent reality? The more accurate the information, the higher its quality, and the more confident organization can be when using it to make decisions. The cost of information generally increases as the quality desired becomes higher. However, this cost must be balanced against the cost of having and acting on erroneous information. If General Motors believed the market wanted sporty, high-performance cars and designed cars to meet this objective, a grave mistake would be made if, in reality, the market wanted large luxury sedans. In other words, they're saying get what the customers want. In other words, if what I learned in business, supply and demand. So supply and demand. In other words, what products are customers demanding at that particular time? You know, um, so good. I fell in love with this hood. Well, what products? In other words, you running a business, whatever business you have. You want to expand your product line? Are you thinking about just keeping, the same products that you have and not expanding at that particular time? So, in other words, I think if your customers are purchasing from you and they're satisfied with the product line that you do have, then sometimes there's no need to expand at a particular time. So, see, information richness, quantity of information. See, organizations walk a tightrope with respect to quantity of information. Enough information is needed to make an informed decision, but too much information causes information overload. When information overload occurs, decision authority centers often ignore all the information provided. They reason. Who has time to wade through that thick report and find the information I need in my job. Consequently, organizations must constantly monitor the linkage between scanners or sensors and decision authority centers to ensure that the right quantity of information is provided. So in other words, you run in a business, you want to make sure the right quantity of information is provided. You don't want a lot of information that your customers not going to need, and your employees don't need, your suppliers, your manufacturers, they don't need. They need only certain information so they can do their job. There is a tendency today to provide too much information and most of it irrelevant. A computer is a wonderful machine for generating printout after printout. Without careful monitoring, organizations can drown in a sea of computer printouts. Timeliness of information. In other words, you're running a business, timeliness of information. You need that information. You need it at a particular time, and you need it in a particular place. You might have more than one. You have more than one place of business. You need information in certain places. In other words, you have how many buildings do you have? How many workers do you have in this building? How many do you have in that building? They need certain types of information. They can share information. As I said in my previous video, one of my videos, when you have an information system set up, you have an information system set up. You have more than one. You have employees over here. You have, say for instance, you have 50 employees working in this building. You have another building downtown. You have one across town, and you have they're sharing information. So you have that information system, that information coming in. That's like the book saying, don't have an overload of information. Just have exactly what you need. What you need to make your customers happy. What you need to make your employees happy, your manufacturers, your suppliers. So everybody has to be happy when it comes to business. So timeliness of information. So in other words, we said let's start out where we started. Okay, we started out with the value of information. We started out with the relevance of information, quality of information. So good quality information. Relevance of information, the quality of information. We have the richness of information, quantity of information. Quantity, just enough. You want just enough. You want just enough. Just enough information that you need to do what you have to do to make your business a success. Organizations must make assumptions about pieces of information they know they need but do not have. In other words, if you don't have certain type of information that you know you need, then it's up to you to get it. Managers will be responsible for, making sure the right type of information comes within that organization. Accessibility of information, symbolic value of information, systems for managing information. Information consists of a series of both stocks and flows. Information moves between the organization and its environment and within the organization as well. It also moves from one unit to the next within the organization. However, information is also stored in an environment and organization for later use. The system of gathering, reporting, analyzing, accepting, storing, retrieving, and using information in the organization is the information system. That's what I was saying. An information system is very important to many businesses. This system must be managed by the organization just as its production, marketing, or accounting systems must be managed. So in other words, you got to manage your information coming in, your information system. You have to manage your accounting information systems. All those systems have to be managed. The information process, gathering information. Gathering involves obtaining necessary information from both outside and inside the organization. Analyzing information, reporting information, storing information. First of all, retrieving information, using information. You store it, you retrieve it, you use it. Managing the information process. This is a good book right here too. Information and decision making process. Rational decision making. Economists have long used simplifying assumptions about human economic choices to model human behavior. One result of these simplifying assumptions is the rational or economic model of decision making. The model assumes that decision makers gather perfect information available at no cost, use perfect rationality, and arrive at utility maximizing decisions outcomes. A utility maximizing outcome is one that provides the decision maker with the best possible set of outcomes. And then we also have bounded rational decision making, garbage can decision making. So what is a garbage can decision maker? Garbage can decision making. It may be that garbage can decision making was at work. The stepwise decision making process that is a hallmark of rational decision making, and to a somewhat lesser extent, a bounded rationality is no longer present. In fact, solutions may precede the identification of problems, or no problem may even exist. Decisions may be made that do not solve problems, and those problems may continue. Sometimes some problems eventually get solved, although any thought of utility maximizing should be abandoned. You've been involved or witnessed a decision that completely defied common sense. So in other words, garbage can decision making. You're making decisions that really don't relate to the work that you're doing. It's a rational decision making and bounded rationality were presented as decision making models for individual decisions. Garbage can decision making gets its name from the colorful way in which researchers portrayed the process. Think of peering into a garbage can and seeing problems, solutions, information, participants swirling around in a random fashion. Decision makers can enter the decision process at any point. The decision may start with a solution in search of a problem. See, the organization. The goals and objectives of the organization are ambiguous, conflicting, and poorly articulated. Many problems exist simultaneously. These conditions may lead organizational members to pursue different sets of problems and set different priorities. One characteristic of garbage can decision making is that many decisions are being made simultaneously. In educational institutions like the university, as an example, it is common for multiple and conflicting goals to exist and for some of the goals to be ambiguous. For example, it is unclear how a new sports and convocation center will further teaching or research goals. So in other words, you can have a goal like the university. Um, you have a basketball team, you have a football team, but then you have to be concerned with the academics of the students. So I don't think that usually. I don't know if colleges have a basketball and a football team. I don't know. I know Howard University right here in Washington D.C. I think they have. I don't know if they have a basketball. I know they have a football team. But so I mean, but I guess it depends on the particular college. I think it depends on the particular college. Whether they want a basketball team and a football team. And then, but they still have to make sure the students have to probably make sure they make their grades before they can even make the team. Information technology in a modern organization. Given the rapid changing information technology, it is difficult and foolish to make specific suggestions about changes in organizations. The proliferation of fast, inexpensive, and comprehensive information technology is revolutionizing organizations and work life. So as I said in one of my other videos too as well, so I had information technology. Information technology, in other words, you're running your business. You started your business, you have your business plan, your marketing plan. So you have everything you need to run your business. You have your customers, your employees, you'll have, everything you need. You're doing business well. So do you have, you have that information system, or you have, make it plural, systems, depending on how many you need within your company. You have that. So you have that through your information technology. You have information technology. You're bringing in that vital information in your organization so you can make your decisions. For decision making, your managers, that comes through managerial accounting. Managers have to make informed decisions. They have to make informed decisions probably on a day-to-day basis. Managers have to make those decisions, so they need that information. Businesses need those information systems within their organization, within their corporation, so they can make those decisions. Employees and customers, everybody has to think about employees, customers, suppliers, their manufacturers. They have to think about everybody, customers, employees, themselves, the owners of these businesses. So we have